All right, boys, as you can see, today is May 14th, and today I did not take any trades. So, yeah, I was being pretty patient. I followed my plan. I just couldn't get anything. I set several limit orders, they just didn't get filled. So, let's go over the price action. I'll try not to spend too long on it since I didn't get a trade anyways, but coming into the day, this is what we had. Obviously, the week has been extending higher. It's all-time high market. I think it's going to go higher. YM was expanding insane overnight, and we just broke SMT with the previous week's high, and we even took these. I think this one. Nope. This relevant high before the all-time high. Right. So it's already really decoupled, especially when you look at the lower time frame. So on the 4-hour, this is what we got. So day opens right here, and NQ was just trading down. We're in this 4-hour fair value gap still. Not really respecting it, so I don't really like it. ES is kind of just in between NQ and ES. So this 1800 low, well, technically we did take it, but then we're staying above that now. Clearly we're above the daily open, and then YM just expanding like crazy, and we never took out this low, so we did not use any fair value gap on YM. And what I think is going to happen at the open is, well, first of all, you probably already know, but the open expanded super high on NQ and YM went down. So on NQ, I wasn't really ready to take it because what I saw at the time was we had this, right? So this Tuesday high would have to be left open to make a fair value gap. So I see that we basically just rebalance it. So we basically cannot have a fair value gap. But I kind of wanted NQ to come lower to this 4-hour gap, just because this one wasn't really being used that well. So I wanted to come lower, but that's not what happened. And you can just probably skip forward from here. I wasn't really sure what to expect with YM. I didn't think it was going to tank as hard as it did, but I was still bullish on the rest of the indices because, I mean, first of all, there's nothing to short to an NQ, and then this daily profile doesn't really support it. Like, we do open high. Well, I'm kind of dick because we like open high then V-shaped, but it's just choppy. There's no reason like higher time frame for me to be bearish. But all these SMTs obviously are not really high probable because we've been below the daily open, so it doesn't really matter. And all right, so it's the first 3 minutes open, and I already knew what was going to happen after this. So NQ goes up, YM is expanding down, and this is basically what we had. All right, so YM already took out the previous 30-minute low while being way above any of these lows. Doesn't really matter which one you use. We'll just use this one just for the sake of the drawing. And then NQ, we're way below lows, and then we don't take out this 30-minute low. So there's a strength switch, but I wasn't ready to take it because, I mean, just look at the 4-hour. Like, this wick is pretty massive. I don't want to fade that. I thought the 90-minute was pretty big too, but it actually was not. 90-minute is fine. But yeah, the 4-hour wick is just massive. Obviously, I'm in drawdown, and I didn't want to like risk the account on trying to catch the low of the day. Right, but I saw this change of state delivery, and I already knew that it was going to cook. Ideally, I wanted like disrespect of this 30-minute gap on NQ to really flip, but I did that in like 5 minutes pretty much. Basically blew through the gap, and then there's nothing else to do after that. So I did actually see this in real time, so maybe it's a miss, maybe it's not, but I don't really consider it one because none of the mentors took it anyways. And then right, the 4-hour wick, I didn't want to fade it. I just wanted to wait for 10 o'clock anyways. It's kind of my rule at the moment. And then same with YM, like I would never catch this on YM because this wick is massive. Like, just look how big this candle is. There's no reason for me to take that. There was SMT with RTY because this is the previous week high on RTY. The previous week high is all the way up here. So we do have a little advanced premium discount with this new week opening gap. Not really any other gap, but even RTY is massive, so I'm not taking that. And so yeah, I don't really consider the open a miss or anything like that. And now going into the trades that I did get missed on, I basically let this form a fair value gap. Luckily, we edged this high, which is where I wanted the SMT break with YM because YM already took out Asia high a while ago. But we edge it, we leave a gap. So that's what I'm waiting for. It's a really scary retracement though, because he has to take this high out. So ES made a new high a day, and NQ didn't. But I'm like, there's no reason to be bearish. I'm not going to short this. So, right, 10 o'clock opens up. You can probably go to one chart for now. And basically, I needed S&T fill. So, if you just skip 4, I guess I'll go back to 3. All right. See how none of them take out this 945 low? Right. So I can't trade anything until YM does in this next candle. We end up taking out the previous 4-hour low, and so it's basically SMT here, right? But I just look at it as an SMT fill, and at that point, that's when I'm trying to take a trade to get NQ to these highs up here. So, right, you can see here around like 10, 20 something, 24 probably. That's when we break this low. So we finally have SMT, and then that's why I'm on NQ. It's like SMT with this low pretty much. This is like the 957 low. And yeah, we made SMT with one of these candles. So I want to enter it in this change of state delivery right here. Because there were other ones, like I think there's a 3-minute. Yeah, like you could enter this one like on a limit or like a market. It's a pattern trade though, because there's no SMT, so I'm like, I'm not gonna jump in for no reason. So we finally get the SMT. And I just had this limit here because that's the only way to get 2R. Once I just aim for over the target. And you can see on indices, I think I actually would have got tagged in if I was trading, but on CFD, see it's a little ways off. And yeah, it just never comes back. And just leaves without me. And once it's this high, I just take the trade off. So that's a 2R miss. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I shouldn't have marketed, but I should have like taken something, maybe like there's a wick or something like that, just something, because you know it's probably going to go over this high because I'm already bullish higher time frame anyway, so I definitely probably missed that one. Then the next trade was on YM. And YM was pretty tricky for me because if you look at the daily, obviously we're tanking right here, and then we have no wick on the daily candle. But the thing that I'm a little bit concerned about is R2Y did actually take that low a day. All right, so this is low day on R2Y. We did take that out here, so we have SMT there. And then R2Y is like, obviously a close kind of suspect, but at least at first, hold on, where's that? Oh, maybe not. But you see like we're clearly displacing right back in the range right after that. So if you like, just look at here, make the SMT, then R2Y is displacing back in the range, and YM is pretty far away from this low. All right, so it's kind of advanced premium discount, and I'm not even sure if we had a gap to use or anything. Well, we did. So when the 6 o'clock candle closed, that basically just formed this 4-hour gap. Right, really small, but we did form it. And then obviously we take it out at 10:20 or whatever when I was trying to take NQ. So right here, we just took this 4-hour gap. And so we have advanced premium discount in a gap, but also it's a strength switch because, right, you can see R2I, we took out this low, but then we're leaving a failure swing now. And I see this a little bit late because I wasn't really sure what to do. Like I kind of wanted this to come down, but I wasn't sure what price is going to do. Also, this is like a strength switch PSP because this is a bullish candle, so it shouldn't be sweeping out the low. But I mean, just look at those sweeps. That's how you can tell the strength switch. And yeah, I think I see it at like, is it like 10:30 or it's afterwards? Yeah, so it's like when I look at first, we're kind of just chopping around in here, so I'm not really taking anything too serious. Especially because I want to see if we go short, because we do have this 30-minute gap. I think we might get like a SMT fill with and go lower, but here the premium discount sequence worked. And I'm ready to go long after this candle. All right, like I wouldn't consider this 5-minute. Once I was like actually like anticipating beforehand that YM wanted to go higher. It looked better on the 3-minute, I think. Yeah, see, it's still pretty ugly. Like, I wouldn't really trust this, I don't think. This one, maybe. But, yeah, so I went with this 5-minute, and you can see here I just put my limit. Where's it at exactly? Oh, I think I deleted the recording. So, first I have my limit down here. And I was basically just forcing 2R, so it wasn't quite a retest. It was right here. I don't know if it came back at all. Yeah, no, and it didn't even come close to getting back. And then this trade, oh yeah, so we had, all right, ran without me, so we formed a 30-minute gap. Right. Clearly disrespecting this bearish gap. I thought we were going to get some kind of SMT sequence in here to go lower, but clearly not. We're just facing higher. And then RTY already hit this high as well, so, and it's failing to manipulate it. So ideally you'd want YM to take out, or RTY take out this low for a strength switch so YM can catch up, but I still saw it as valid. And then also, I saw this late, but we have a strength switch PSP. Right, see this 1130 candle is bullish, and YM, which has been the stronger asset since the open, this candle is bearish. All right, so it's a strength switch PSP and SMT fill. So I'm ready to take that, and I'm literally waiting for anything. So first I'm on the 3-minute, and this candle doesn't close, then this one does close over. So this is when I set the limit. And again, I just need a normal retest entry. And I just like move my stop loss up here a little bit to get 2R, and it never comes back. Same with the 5-minute, obviously we close all the way up here. Even on the 1-minute, if you're trying to force it, you probably could actually. It doesn't close until here, so you would never actually get 2R unless like you would just put your stop loss at the bodies, which I usually would, but I don't really like doing it, especially because CFDs have spread, so I try to put my stop loss at the wick nowadays, but it's got freaking missed. And my friend, he actually took the 2-minute because he saw like the 3-minute didn't close over, so he's like, he didn't think it was going to wait another 3 minutes, so he took this. And he had a stop loss, I think, on the buys because he had like 3R to this high. Yeah, I mean, you can see it's on here. I'm marking out the PSP and stuff, and it just runs without me, so I just take off the trade right here. See, I just exit out of it. And after that, I can't frame anything. I don't want to try to counter trend trade, which, I mean, it did go lower afterwards, but there's nothing for me to take. And yeah, that's just a miss. So that's like 3 limit orders I had that got missed. And yeah, I'm not really sure if the open counted as a miss or not. Maybe I should just take it in the future because you can fade 4-hour candles when it's a strength switch like that. So maybe I could have taken this on NQ. Stuff a 3-minute closure. I probably wouldn't short YM. And I should have known it was going to be long too because I was already saying the daily candle, the wick is like super large. So you don't want to fade that. Like this can't form a bearish expansion day because of how big the wick is and like how late in the day that it was formed. So I should have figured it couldn't come back down here, especially with that premium discount. But obviously the low time frame wasn't that convincing, so who knows if I actually would have ever gotten in this trade. But maybe like 10:30 opens here, maybe the down, then closing over here, or the 1-minute. Maybe I'll take it, but yeah, just basically a miss. So that sucks because it was pretty clean. I was pretty patient. We had an 8:30 driver. It didn't do anything, so I waited, and I just haven't made any progress for today at least. So I had all the trades. I had 2 of them that I could have taken, that the NQ and YM one that I showed you that were really close to triggering my limits that just didn't get there. It's just unfortunate because usually price does offer retest, especially lately. Like it'll like actually retrace way too deep and put you in drawdown. But today it's just not giving the retest and not giving me the right risk reward. And honestly, on this YM trade, I probably should have just market entered here or like had like a wick retest entry to target over, just like with NQ. This YM trade, it actually didn't go over by that much. Like it reversed pretty soon afterwards. But on the NQ trade at least, like I'm already bullish, it's all-time high market. I definitely could have just held past this high and it went well over it by like, what, 200 points or something like that, 100 points. So yeah, maybe I mess up today. So this long and open, I'll consider that not a miss, but obviously you can trust kind of the strength switch and the driver when it does this. Then also, I probably could have taken this CSD. Well, I didn't even get that risk reward though. The only thing is because I wasn't sure because we did leave a 30-minute gap. Right, so you don't want to have your stop loss on the low of a 30-minute gap usually, but just look within this 9:30 candle. If you like skip before 10 o'clock. This is a very big retracement, so we already came like well below EQ, probably around like the 0.618. So yeah, that's a really deep retracement. And at that point, you don't actually need it to resweep, especially if we have like a CSD over. So maybe I wouldn't take this probably. I'd probably like require. Yeah, so I didn't even give a retest, I don't think. I was just crazy today, so I don't know. But this I could have tried, I guess. But yeah, pressure's just running away today. I think inversion traders got some wins in, but trading order blocks, I couldn't get anything. And also like trading a 2-to-1 minimum. If I was trading like a 1-to-1, then I definitely could have got something, but I require a 2-hour minimum, even for like small scalps and stuff like that. So it is what it is. This trade would have been really nice, been like 2.7R to this high. Though this retracement was crazy. Like, I'd be scared. I'd be tight if I didn't take profit. But yeah, it is what it is. We got one more day to trade tomorrow. Hopefully I can rack up a win to clear out some of this drawdown, because I don't want to be in eval jail for too long. But yeah, I probably nothing to look at in my Notion because there's not really a journal because I didn't take anything. This is kind of my journal for what I saw and what I missed. And yeah, so enough talking for someone that didn't take a trade. So if you guys took something today and got a win, good job. Otherwise, good luck for tomorrow's trading.